How you doing guys, Trouble905 here and welcome to this week's Brawl. This week is pretty much answering the question, what is the best offense? In this case, overly defense. And we're probably going to show that is not the case. The rules are you're only allowed to use defensive heroes. And you're only allowed to have 2 heroes per team, which means 2 Hanzos, that's it. Also starting this week, I'm going to be adding a ranking system to these weekly brawls, because frankly, I don't think this week's rule set is really good. So we're going to have a 1 out of 10 insert emblem here, and we're going to be ranking these from now on. So make sure you watch the video to the very end to see what I rank this week. Playing this rule set has forced me to play characters which I don't usually use, like Toughpower, and I'm learning things along the way, like his turret is completely immune to the Hanzo ultimate, which is crazy. I thought it would be destroyed straight away, like anything else that touches it takes damage. I mean, I'm pretty sure even the Symmetra turrets blow up from it as well. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of heroes which I don't usually play. I do play Junkrat. I never play Hanzo, and I'm absolutely mind blown that I'm better at Hanzo than I usually thought I was, because I avoid Hanzo and Genji like the plague. I just, no, can't do it. But I'm mediocre at Hanzo, I guess. I'm definitely not good, but I'm not as bad as I usually thought. I'm still absolutely terrible at Mei, so don't worry. So basically the way this rule set's kind of panned out is, if you're playing offensive, you have to work doubly as hard to try and push that payload, because it's so mind-bogglingly hard. It's so rough. It's bad. So if you're on defensive, you get the randomness of just luckily getting into a lobby where you're playing defense first. You're gonna have a much easier time, and I've pretty much said you're gonna have about an 80% win rate of being on the defensive side versus offensive, because obviously using only defensive characters and the match is just weighted that way. It is so tense. I was finding myself using Toughpower's bullet drop to shoot people while I was still in cover, because Toughpower is such a short character. You can stay in cover and pretty much shoot over stuff and land headshots. And I never thought of that before. Like, I never used Toughpower in such a way where that would become relevant. I need to get my skills as Widowmaker back up. I used to play Widowmaker a fair bit pre-patch, but then I've pretty much just dropped off the radar playing the more offensive heroes. And yeah, I really need to put some more work into Widowmaker to get my aim back up. But I did get some decent headshots and decent kill sprees with her, and I'm pretty happy of how the patch went. Like, I never used Widowmaker as a quick scoper at all. Like, I was the more sit back, use the flick of Marista for the headshots. I never used to exit the scope cam much. I was more than happy to wait that, or like half a second or whatever, for the power to charge back up. And yeah, I just loved it. Like, it doesn't bother me. The patch doesn't bother me at all. I was finding myself using the grappling hook to getting to really strange places which I didn't actually think was like possible. I just didn't realize they were there. Like, just exploring the maps a little bit more, like in a pretty non-competitive scene. Just, you know, seeing what I can grapple up to. Like, I knew on Temple of Anubis how there's those archways to the top right of like where they push. And yeah, I was finding myself getting up there and getting some pretty awesome kill sprees. Like, it was unfortunate because there was this one part where I was killing their Mei. Like, anyone that pushed right, I was shooting them in between those 2 bits. And this bloody Junkrat threw his concussion mine up at me and just blew me hell. But it was fun. Some of the Meis I was versing were unbloody believable. Just, yeah, she is so annoying. I just, facepalm every time. Like, you get a decent sniper's position, get a wall in the face. Set up a turret somewhere, get a wall in the face. Go bash it for 2 seconds, get a wall in the face. It is, I don't like Mei. I don't like playing Mei. Mei is definitely not Bay. Just please, just remove her from the system, replace her with Sombra ASAP. I just don't want to see her anymore, she annoys me. It's so bad. I spent some time playing Bastion like I try to play Soldier 76, just getting headshots, burst firing and all that. I'm not sure if there's a difference between Soldier 76's gun and Bastion. There probably is, or I don't know. It doesn't feel the same, and I was hoping that the scout mode Bastion would be a decent attacker, but it didn't work the way I intended, unfortunately. Yeah, overall I really didn't like this. No healers, no tanks, no attackers. It just made life so much harder, and you really had to know your map. You had to know where the health packs were. You need to choose heroes that have self-healing abilities. You need to freaking figure out who can tank the most damage out of all the defenders, and unfortunately that's pretty much only Bastion and Tourbillon when he's got his Molten Core up, but that is it. And you really need to have a look at the defensive characters and just see who can facilitate their miniature role. Like, of course, both the snipers are pretty much their mini offense class. Friggin' Torby and Bastion are both the tanks, and pretty much, well, there's no healers. You can pretty much give up on support. I suppose you can call Hanzo's seeing through walls, and same with Widowmaker. I suppose you could call that support, but besides that, you're pretty much boned. You're not getting any heals unless you're self-healing or picking up a health packs. It's just not cool. You can pick up Torby's armor, but it's still rough. Anyway, with that all out of the way, I'm going to be ranking this rule set 2 out of 10 Torby turrets. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more weekly brawls. I've been Dreadbot. I'll see you guys in the next one.